Hi guys, welcome back to the 12th podcast called Intro to the Philosophy of the Human Person with Jai. For today's guest, let me give you a little detail about him. He is a ballot bender and of course, our topic for today's podcast is the human person and the respect for persons. I am your humble host Jai who has a blog site called Jai's Personal Vlog which mainly talks about my activities and performances from my current school. Alright, today's guest, can you introduce yourself before we start?
Okay, I am Bentong Kotong. I'm from Balagbag Street, Barangay Saksakan sa may tabing dagat.
Oh, is that so? Thank you for introducing yourself. As I already mentioned from the start, that our topic for today is all about the human person and the respect for persons. So,
Okay.
in understanding the human person and respect for persons, I have a question for you, Bentong Kotong. What does the idea of Iris Marion Young, structural injustice, is about?
Oh, I know that. Structural injustice is brought about by common misunderstanding of the other, mostly as a result of our hasty judgment and generalizations. We assume that others see things in the same way that we view them.
Oh, thank you for that wonderful answer.
Okay. I have a question too, Jai.
What is it?
What are the three things that shape individuals?
I think the three things that shape individuals are number one, personal histories, and number two, current social context, and number three, biological predispositions and limitations.
Oh, thank you for that answer, Jai. Do you have any more questions for me?
Yes, I have last question for you for this podcast. What are the things that you express as you're genuine listening to someone who's a inability or disability?
Oh, first, do not invalidate their feelings because they are human too. They are not different from us. Second thing, do not give advice if they are not asking for any. Just talk to them like a normal person. Third, do not philosophize their situation. It will just make things worse. And fourth, do not say, I know how you feel, hastily. It might cause misunderstanding and misjudgment. And lastly, do not say, if I were you, because it will only make them bad instead of lifting them up.
Thank you for that wonderful answer. And in ending this podcast, we've learned that the idea of Iris Marion Young, instructional injustice, things that shape us, and lastly, how can we express genuine listening in someone who has a disability? So, that is all guys. Thank you for listening and supporting my podcast. I am your humble host, Jai. If you have something in mind, feel free to comment down below. And until the next episode of Intro to the Philosophy of the Human Person with Jai.